Hey guys, it's Roseann White. Happy Wednesday, Wednesday workout time. I'm here with my Lifepro SculptTrainer to share with you some great ways that you can increase the health of your spine in flexibility and mobility. So welcome everybody. It's a steamy 98 degrees here in Scottsdale, Arizona, and I am glad to be in my virtual training room, nice and cool, fan going on, to take you through some moves today to help you with your spine health. We're going to be working with the Lifepro SculptTrainer, and it is available on the Lifepro website as well as Amazon. I'll put the link, I think I actually have the link up there for you to check out this product. $119, $118 and some change for the SculptTrainer. It's a portable unit. I've already done 2 other videos or lives to show you how to use your PowerFlow dumbbells and how to use this product with and without weights to get stronger. But today, we're not going to really need a lot of props. I want to show you 2 things I'm using. I'll be using a mini stability ball. So if you have one of those, great. If you don't, you can use a small pillow, a yoga block, something, and I'll show you why you need that. So keep that handy. And also, I'm going to be using a resistance band. Now, this is a pretty heavy duty one. You could have a light one. It doesn't have to be a flat band. It could be a flex too, but have that handy. It's going to be really helpful for you for some of the moves. So I want to welcome everybody on social media. It's my honor and privilege and pleasure to always show you things to help you to live fit and age well. That's my motto on my website, Live Fit. So I work with active aging adults, probably like you, that are looking to stay strong, stay flexible, to feel confident, to feel good from the inside and look good on the outside. I've been a professional fitness trainer for 25 years, and I've helped hundreds of people to move with more grace, more ease, more strength, and hopefully today's workout will show you how you can move and feel good. I'm a real stickler when it comes to posture and alignment, and I love the SculptTrainer, one of Lifepro's many tools, strength training tools that help for wellness of the spine. If you're not familiar with the Lifepro family, check them out on the website. They've got great tools for recovery, for wellness, just to feel good. And lately we've been just showcasing a lot of the strength training equipment. I've got my Waver, the Rumblex Pro 4D. I've got the balance trainer on top. I've got the PowerFlow plates. I've got my Aero Step. So these are just some of the products besides the SculptTrainer. So it's a gym at home kind of thing, and it's affordable. $119 for this product. The product itself measures about, I'm going to give you rough measurements, about 40 inches long by 16 and a half inches wide by 28 inches high. That's about the size of it. And it weighs about 20 pounds. So it's not difficult to move it around, very easy, very portable. It breaks down really easy. So if you're not familiar with the product, check it out on YouTube. We have Amber and myself, we've launched this product so you can learn more specs on it. Optimally, the height to be used, if you are about 5'2" to 5'8", best height. But if you're a little taller, my husband's taller, 6 foot, he can use this. I have clients of various sizes and ages and fitness levels using this product, and they all love it. It's portable, it's compact, and it holds up to 330 pounds of weight. So it's sturdy stuff and affordable. So let's dive into the whole point of today's wellness workout, or that we do every Wednesday. This live is going to be recorded, so you can check it out later on. Check it out often. I'll be showing you about 15 or 16 exercises and movements that you can use on this product. So it's a lot of information. It's a lot to soak in. Just follow along with me and then you can break it down for yourself. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to put them in the chat. I'll answer them later. You can always private message me through social media on Facebook, through the Lifepro page, through my own page. You can always email me personally. The name of my company is LiveFit, LIVFITT.com. Check me out on the website, or you can contact me at Roseann@livefit.com. So let's dive in, shall we? Now, there are 5 major movements that the spine makes. Flexion, which means the spine rounds forward. Extension, the spine goes backwards. Rotation, we twist the spine. Side bending. And axial extension, where we decompress and vertically elongate the spine. And we're all designed to have that movement, but age, lack of movement, lots of things get in the way of us moving our spine optimally. And I've done many other lives, and I talk a lot about posture. It is all about head placement. Where your head is in line with your spine makes a huge difference on how your spine's going to move. And it's probably the biggest correction I make with all my clients. Pull your head back, pull your chin. If you're like many of us, we're on social media, we're on our computers, we're on our iPads, our iPhones, all that stuff, and our head's hanging down. So when we take that head forward, the spine is going to be affected by it. Our core muscles from the front and back are affected. So this is why optimal alignment is important. Throughout this workout, and it will be a workout, I'm only going to do about maybe 5 to 8 reps, give or take. It is about quality of movement, not quantity. And as I've said to many of my clients, momentum does not build strength. Okay, so if you're using momentum to rock through things, you are not going to be stronger. You're just, in many cases, shearing things. So controlled movement is where it's at. And again, quality, not quantity of reps. Sure, you can add more along the way, but slow and easy wins the race to make you stronger. So we're going to start. I'm going to I have my SculptTrainer set up, and I'm going to take down the pad. Really easy to do. I'm taking it down pretty low, to the lowest degree. I'm going to grab onto my mini stability ball, and I'm going to start with some standing work. I'm going to start with this, I guess I'll put my ball here. I'm going to start with a cat-cow, okay? Just standing. Hands here, shoulders right over the hands, and my spine's on an angle. And so if my hamstrings are tight, yours might be, you can have a little bend in it. But what we want to do is pull the chin in, and we're going to tuck and then gaze forward and lift the tailbone. Tailbone lifts, belly comes in, you round. I'm not putting a lot of pressure, I'm not forcing it. I just want to get a little movement just to see where I'm at. Exhale, inhale. We'll just do a couple more. Exhale and inhale. Breath is super important. One more time. Exhale and inhale. Now, if you put this ball between your legs when you're squeezing, that's going to help pull up the pelvic floor. So know that's an option. And I just did that one just to kind of see what was going on around my spine. I'm a little tight right now, to be honest with you. I did my Pilates class very early in the morning. I work with clients, and then I sat around in front of a computer. So, there goes it right in the back. But what I'm going to start out with is some pelvic tilts. So you can always grab this ball and kind of squeeze it between your knees. That's going to activate, again, the pelvic floor muscles. I'm going to put my feet underneath the roller pads, and they're very adjustable for me. And I'm going to sit up tall. I'm going to move the flesh so I can feel my sits bones. So ears, shoulders, hips. Good alignment. Pull the chin in. Check this out. I put a fist under my chin just to make sure that my head's not forward, my head's not back. Just kind of, there's my placement, proper placement. And then you're going to take your fingertips and just rest them on the back of the head. I'm not interlacing. I used to do that. I've changed my interlace to fingertips just touching, okay? Because I don't want to pull my head. I want my head to be rested. And I keep turning to look at the screen to make sure my posture is right, but I'm not going to be looking at you guys anymore. My elbows are slightly forward. If I take my elbows back to open my chest, you can see what's going on. I already pushed my head forward, and my neck muscles kick in. So I want to get rid of those traps. I'm going to bring my head back. So holding my head, squeezing the ball, I'm going to round my spine. There's an exhale, belly button pushes back, and then I'm going to inhale back. You can feel the sits bones. I'm rolling on the back of the sitting bone, the sits bones, and then I'm going to roll on top of the sharp points, lifting the collarbones. Breath is super important. I'll say that a million times, guys. Squeeze the ball, pull the ribs, exhale, inhale. Watch this hand again. I want to make sure I'm not jamming my chin down. Exhale, nor am I popping my chin up. There's a direct relationship of cervical spine to lumbar and sacral area. So I want to make sure that everything's moving properly. Rounding, C-curving, little flexion, and then neutral. Okay, I hope that makes sense for you. Okay, so that's just going to get me started with what's going on in my lower belly, squeezing this ball. Now, once I have that hook, this is the knee hooked position, that's going to get my lower belly and my pelvic floor warmed up. Now, I'm going to go into a lateral bend. So I want to put the ball between my knees so my hips don't shift. And these first 4 or 5 movements are just going to figure out where my spine is in space. So I've got my hips stacked, and I'm going to let my hand rest on the foot pads. I'm going to just bend over, fingertips behind my head to get that side bend, lateral stretch, stretching, opening intercostals, contracting into the side, and then I'll come back. I'm going to do that just 3 or 4 times. Exhale and inhale. When I come back, I have to use muscle, so I'm toning obliques, but I'm stretching intercostals. See the bend in my elbow? I'm not jamming in. And then back. Let's do that again. Exhale and inhale. You want to feel this all the way from the hip to the armpit. Now, you can always add on and reach, but I don't want to go into my neck here. I'm going to give you a lot of pointers here on proper form. I'm just putting a slight bend in the elbows, and that way I'm not my neck. And breathe into that space. This is our lateral bend. And then come back. Let's do the other side. I'll take you on both sides, so if you're following this video, you will be symmetrical, okay? So I'm going to side bend, ribs coming in, opening up, fingertips resting. So I'm not hanging here. I'm supporting myself. I'm getting the side bend. See, my fingertips are just resting, and I'm going to come back up, stack up, squeezing the ball. Exhale and inhale. You can always let the hand go down. There's a little more strength in this, but since it's just warming things up, I'm going to allow my body to feel supported. And then back up. 2 more times. Exhale. Inhale. Last time. Side bend, lateral bend. Breathe into that. You want to use breath to open up the ribs, relax the shoulder, and come up. So that was our second move. Now we're going to go into thoracic extension on the platform. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my seat and slant down. Again, you can use the ball. If you don't have the ball, not a biggie, but I'm kind of liking it right now. I'm going to rest my shoulder blades right on the pads here. So you can see my spine. I'm not tucked. I'm not rounded. I'm in a neutral spine. Feet are flat. Fingertips supporting the head. Now I will open up the throat on this one. I want to let my head drop back, eyes to the sky. Breathe in. Notice again my elbows. They're not out wide. They're just in a natural alignment of my scapula. And then exhale. There's my neutral neck placement. I'm not jamming. Okay. Inhale. Big breath in. Open up. Exhale. My hands do support my head to come up. Take it back. Feel the back bend, the thoracic extension, which I don't have a lot of, but because of this product, the SculptTrainer enables my spine to get that nice supported extension that it's meant to do. I'm not a big swimmer. If you're a breaststroke swimmer, you probably have great extension. And then come back. One more time. Squeeze that ball so pelvic floor muscles are engaged. I'm not popping my belly up. And I can feel all my back muscles contracting to get this to work. And then back up. And then come all the way up. So I've done some flexion, I've done some extension, I've done some side bending. Now I'm going to go into some rotation. So I'll take the product back up to its start position. I'm going to grab the ball. This now will ensure that my hips don't move. So all I'm just going to do is grab onto each side of the pads and just rotate. I'm not using my arms. I'm not trying to swing anything. I just want to kind of press down and rotate so I can feel the shoulder blade sliding back, lifting up, lengthening my spine, and then come back to center. I'm going to do that 2 more times only on each side, so 3 times total. Breathe in, get nice and tall, then exhale. Take another breath, get more length. See if you can go a little deeper. Just getting support with my hands. Yep, I got a little more that way. Back to center. Inhale, get tall. Press your feet into the ground. Exhale. Now, I'm not turning my head a lot here. I want to feel that I'm lifting to turn my upper spine. My shoulders are turning. So there's my rotation. Hips are squared and back to center. So let's do that to the other side. Spin around. So I'm sitting nice and tall, breathing in. And then you can see now my shoulders going back to rotate. I tend to be a little tighter on the side, so I'm going to give this hand a push to get my shoulder to roll back. Pull the chin in, breathe into it. That breath makes such a difference. Come back to center. Inhale, top the head to the sky. And exhale, push into the feet, squeeze the ball between your knees. Stack your spine up, lift, and then take another exhale. Got even more that time. One more time. Big breath in to get you tall. Exhale to turn. Inhale to lift up taller. Exhale to go deeper. And release. So that was my rotation. Now I'm going to go ahead and do a half rollback. I've done these 4 moves now so that now I can go into a half rollback. So what I'll do is take my pad down, and I'm not going to use the ball yet. Now maybe I will. I'm kind of digging this ball. I'm going to hook the knees over, feet under, putting the ball between the knees. So I'm stacking up tall one more time. Okay. The half roll back, I'm going to roll halfway back here, and then I lift up. This is like the C curve where we started with the little pelvic tilt. Then rolling back and back up. So we can always hold the ball, squeezing that and roll back. You can add a little lifting of the arms. Exhale. And inhale. Let's do 2 more, then let's add on to this. Exhale. And inhale. You can always put that ball behind the head. Exhale, a little more work there. Oh yeah, because now there's more weight. And one more time. Exhale. And back. Now, before I go deeper into the rollback, I'm going to show you a little rotational move. So I'm going to do flexion and rotation. I'll roll back, half roll back. I'm going to take that ball and reach and then sweep it back. C curve back, open up, and scoop it forward. Now my obliques are firing up. You can always hold the ball with both hands and lift. That's an option. But honestly, I like one hand holding the ball and I'm just going to lose that ball. Take it back and forward and take it back. Exhale up. Inhale to go back. Exhale up. Last time, C curve and then back and up. Perfect. Now we're going to go ahead and go a little bit deeper. That was a half rollback and half rollback with obliques. the full roll back, I'm going to grab my band. This does not come with it, but you can, I think everyone and their brother has one of these bands somehow. And I just hooked it around the base of the foot pad. Pretty sturdy there. And I'm going to hold it between my knees, okay? Sit up nice and tall, arms are straight. Doesn't really matter. You'll adjust the tension and the how close you're holding this. Now, you're going to roll back. The resistance is going to help me to come all the way back. I might drop my head back even. I'm going to lift my head and curl all the way up. That way, I am not jerking. I see a lot of people that jerk, and that literally shears the vertebra rather than making the muscles stack. Okay, we want to stack things up one at a time rather than shifting and shearing. That's why the band's super important. So the band can be here. I'm going to roll back, roll back, roll back, down, and then I think I like it tight, a little more assistance because I can feel more, a firmer, a shorter amount of, let me rephrase that. I'm going to choke up on the band more. Breathe in, pull back. There we go. And now squeeze, 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 up, 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 up. You can come flex over and restack. Let me show you another hand option. Hands wide. We're going to roll back and lift up. Okay, so there's lots of options. Now we can do that half roll back the same way. Roll it back and come up. Roll it back and come up. So the possibilities are kind of limited on this. And since we've done rollbacks, I'm going to show you what it looks like to do a straight back. Okay, so let me grab this band. Arms are straight, okay, over my head. I'm going to hinge back, looking to the sky, and lift. Straight spine here. This is much more difficult. Hinging back and lift. If you don't like the arms here, hinge back, straight arms, straight back, and lift the chest. Take it back. You can always take it back here. Lift up and over. So let's do that one again. Hinge, arms lift up, reach up and over. One more time. Hinge, arms reach up to lift the chest up and over. Now that one's pretty tough. So if you are a newbie to this, I'm going to give you a little help on that. You can sit with the seat pad flat and just get used to the feeling. My feet are flat. You could have the ball between yours. You're going to do a little posterior tilt, right? A little posterior tilt. And just get used to this feeling of lifting. Let me get back into my pad here. I'm going to lean back so I can feel the pad in my back. And then I'm going to come back up. So that pad will help support my back. Press into the feet. And lean back. And lift. It's not as big as on the incline, but it will help you work all these spinal support muscles. Just a few options there. So now let's work this product, the SculptTrainer, as many of us know it to be for hypers. That's a very famous exercise, the hyperextension. So we're going to make a few modifications. I'm going to pull up on the hip pads, and I'm going to go to the highest. I'm about 5'6½", so I'm going pretty high here, and it will depend. I'm long leg, short waisted. You might be short leg, long waisted, so it will vary from each person. But you'll check it out that this is actually a little too high for me. Go down one notch. There you go. When you're here, the crease of the hips. So I can feel that that's the right height for me. Once I know that's true, I'm going to start with some roll downs. Now, if you have tight hamstrings, this is going to help you because if tight hamstrings will pull on back muscles that affect how our pelvis is in relationship to our spine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my feet on the base. I've got my shins against the pad, my butt's against the pad, and I'm just going to tuck my chin and roll down and let my head hang heavy. Look to the right. Look to the left, and then roll back up, bone by bone, stack it up. So I've taken my hamstrings completely out of this. Ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. Let's do that one more time. Nod the chin, pull the belly in, squeeze the lower belly, flex over the head, which can weigh anywhere between 6 to 10 pounds, is going down. I'm looking toward my knees. Then I'm going to pull my belly button up into my spine. I'm going to feel my spine stacking up using my abdominals and coming all the way up. So that is called a roll down. We can go ahead with straighter legs. Okay, so I'm going to put my feet on the ground and I'm going to keep my legs straighter. This might be a lot harder for some of you, so check your alignment, take your time. Tuck the chin to your chest, pull the belly in, let the arms hang heavy, and roll down. You've always got the foot pad here to help you if that's too much, and then you just hang all the way down. Once you're there, pull the abdominals in, stack up the spine, abs are going to roll you up to take you back. You can add on arms to this. Take an inhale, and then we're going to dive over. Exhale. This is definitely going to stretch your hamstrings out. So if need be, bend your knees, but you're coming all the way down. Maybe you'll touch the ground. Take a breath. Sigh it out. And then pull the belly in as you come up and over. You want to do that slow. It's a lot of blood going to your head. So that's a full spinal articulation. Now that I've done that roll down with bent knees and straight legs, I'm going to go into the hypers. And get my product out of the way here. So I put my feet on the base, my arches. I usually wear shoes when I'm on the Roman chair. I don't normally go barefoot on this. It's just I like to have that. It just feels better on the bottom of my feet. My thighs are leaning in, and I just want to kind of test the water here. So I'm going to bring my hands on the chair, just almost be in a table position, okay? Just to feel how things are. Great hamstring stretch. You might even go down a little further and get more stretch in the hamstrings. This might be just something you want to do after a leg workout, okay? But the work is now in the hamstrings, the glutes, and the spine muscles when we go into more of the hyperextension. So I'll put a little bend in my knees here, okay? And first level, I put hands on belly or hands on the back just to make sure that everything's nice and neutral. You're going to hinge forward and then come back up. Take that hinge, use the glutes, use the back muscles, and exhale. I do not hyper back, okay? That would be a little too much. That throws my hips forward. Okay, so I'm going to go neutral. Okay, now, second one, you can just bring the arms down with you and back up. You're going to feel a little bit more in the upper glutes. Breathe in. Exhale, hinge. Take an inhale there. Feel the stretch. And then draw the shoulders in and back up. Third option. Knuckles under the chin. You're going to hinge. More weight in your upper torso here. You don't have to hold onto a weight. Some people do. And then you come back up. Okay? Fourth option gets a little harder. Fingertips in front of the forehead, elbows forward. Inhale. Exhale. Take an inhale. And exhale. Siri's talking to Siri. And then come back up. Siri decided to talk to me on that. Let's try another one. Hands behind the head, elbows forward. Hardest one. Here. Take a breath and come back up. Probably even harder are arms up. Okay. Hinging. Breathe in and lift up. So there's all the options of your hyperextension. Now I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to do a roll down, forward, a flexion in my hyper. I'm going to roll. And I'm going to stack. So you can see I C-curve the upper spine and then back up. I'm not really using my lower back. I'm using my upper. And exhale. Almost like when we're doing a crunch, right? Exhale. And then pull those upper abdominals in. Okay? A little bit harder. I'm not jabbing my chin. I've got that fist distance. Oh, lots of upper belly here, okay? A lot of glute too. Remember, your hands can be wherever it feels best for you, and stack up. Okay, so I've done a hyperextension, a hip hinge, and then I've done a thoracic flexion. Now we'll go into side bending. How's my time? Yep, I'm pretty close to it. I got about 4 more things to do. I only like to do about 30 minutes on this, so hopefully it covers a lot of things that you can review. Now, when you're doing side bend work, the outside leg's behind you, inside leg's forward. And I kind of wedge between the two hip pads here. And here's my angle. There's my perfect side plank angle. So I'm going to be up a little bit, and already my obliques are firing. You can go for the stretch first. We did this early on in our introduction. I did a side bend stretch, which feels really wonderful. And I want to make sure the chin is pulled in. I can take my fingertips back. I can bend the elbow to get more stretch. So there's my little gauge right there. How much stretch do you want? And breathe into it and come back up. That's option 1. Option 2, we can put the hand on the belly. Make sure you're pulling the belly in. And use these obliques to come back up. And I'm not going all the way over, although you can, but I'm going to add on to that. Next one, hands behind and bend over. Let's do about 5 more of those, because those are where everything really works. Exhale. Take a big breath in, and exhale, come back up and counter bend. That's 1. My legs are slightly bent on this. The most important thing is that my hips are still, so I'm getting a waist bend. And as I mentioned, I'm short-waisted, so these are kind of tough for me, believe it or not. I enjoy them, but they're harder than other exercises. Got 2 more. Again, fingertips light, elbows forward, side bend, and back, and 1 more time. Breath in and up. Now, since we're pretty flexible now after the 5th one, we're going to add a side bend. We're going to rotate, derotate, and back. Let's do 2 more of those. Side bend, rotate. Hips don't rotate. It's just my upper body. Derotate and back. I'm going to add on 1 more thing to this. Side bend, rotate, spread the arms, called eagle arms or hawk. Bring it back in and back. Let's go for a stretch. Side bend, rotate, bend your knees a lot and let everything hang out. A great stretch for the QLs right through here. Okay, we're going to repeat that on the other side. And maybe I'll show you what it looks like from this position. So you can see how I'm side bend, or on an angle. I'll show you a little bit of an angle. I want to try to give you the best options and the best view of things here, so you can see my legs are kind of straight. And I don't think I like that. Let me just go right back to the side legging. You got to trust that I'm the toast between the toaster, meaning I'm not coming forward, I'm not coming back. Okay, back leg behind you, hinging. Let's take our side stretch. Okay, pull the chin in. Put your fingers behind your head to make sure you get that nice, beautiful stretch. Breathe into it. If you need a little more bend in the knee, if that's helpful, go for it. I'm trying to lengthen out as much as I can. I want that outside leg straight so I can really stretch things. And breathe into it. And back. Now let's add on. So we went ahead and we could reach out. We can hold on to the belly here. And do a little side to side. We can put our hands behind our head and bring it up. Take an inhale to come to the side. Exhale up and over. 2 more times. I'm going to add on. Breathing in and over. Here's where I add on. Take it over and rotate. Derotate and back. It's a lot more work. Adding even more work on. Rotate here. Spread your wings. Bring the hands back in. Derotate and come back. And the last time we'll stretch. Side bend, rotate, bend the knees, hands come down. And let's get a nice big stretch into that side of the body. Hang head heavy. breathe, and back up. Okay, guys, I have a few more things I want to show you, and I'll go through them real quick. Planks. Can't get on the floor, no worries. Hands here, shoulders over the hands, and then you've got your plank. If you're beginning at plank here, you can always go out to the forearms. I like this one where I come down and up. It's a great core strengthener, great spine strengthener, legs and glutes. Okay? Otherwise, we're going to go into a stretch. So I talked about the 5 ways the spine can move. Axial extension. So you can bend knees here. Push your butt back and let from tail to head. I'm not dropping my head down. My ears are in line with my biceps, and I'm pushing my butt back. You can wag your tail a little bit and get a little more space. You can do some rotation work. You can grab onto an ankle. But what you want to get is that long line. And breathe. Oh, really good. And then runners self back up. Okay, the final one I want to show you is probably going to be a little more difficult than most things because our base is narrow, but it's called spinal balance. And this one is huge for really getting all the muscles in the back to align. So I want to take you through this in proper alignment. What I want to do is put my hands on the shoulder pads and make sure that my shoulders are over my wrists and my knees are under my hips. This is called quadruped, okay? And this should feel okay. Now checking that you can take one arm up by your ear, thumb up, the other arm up without a shift, one leg back, straight back, and the other leg back. You may start with this, okay? Let's do that again. One arm reaches up. You're not shifting your body. Other arm reaches up. I hope this is even. Take the leg back, straight up. Head doesn't drop. Other leg goes back. Now here's where the fun happens. You're going to take right leg back, left arm forward, and find your balance. Hold it for 3, 2, 1, and place hand down, knee down. Left leg first, that's heaviest, and then right hand. And hold it for 3, 2, 1, and back. I'm going to do 2 more of those. Okay, shoulders away from ears, head long, neck long. Breathe in, right leg, heel pushing away from top of the head, left fingers reaching away, belly pulled up in, so you want that abdominals are pulled in. Whoops, bring your hand down and your knee down. Can't move a lot in this one. And you can't rest your belly because the pads are going to pull the belly up. Okay, left leg, right arm, nice and strong, long limbs. Bring it back in. I take one hand and one leg. I don't do both at the same time. I establish my foundation, then I grow it out from there. Bring the hand in, the knee in, last time, left side. Reach, hold as long as you want, hand, and then take a child's pose. Let the spine relax. Turn your head to one side, turn your head to the other side, and then come on back up. Whew. Well, I hope that was helpful for you guys. I will put all these moves in the chat box below. Boy, my spine feels so good. I'm going to just do a little test here. Yep, I'm really turning a lot better and bending a lot better. So I hope this was helpful for you. If you have any questions, as always, please don't hesitate to reach out. If there's something specific you're looking for, if you're stuck in some area of movement in your life on one of the Lifepro products, reach out to me, Amber, Debbie. We are happy to help you guys so that you can live fit and age well. Thanks so much for tuning in. Have a great rest of your day, your week, your month ahead. Bye for now.